Hello everyone, I just thought I would pop on today and just do a quick flick through of my new system for my paper shire stickers. I have changed it up just because my collection was getting quite big and it meant that I was struggling to fit new additions into the files, and to do it I had to move every single sheet over, so I'll show you what I mean in a minute. But before I changed, I was in this little basket here and using the paper shire albums that have come out. Now you have to excuse these, they've got a little bit grubby, I've had them for ages, especially this one, which was sort of my everyday carry, the one that I would use for most of my used stickers, which I absolutely love. And look at the foil on that, it's gorgeous. But yeah, this is what I would use. So how I would do it is, in this particular one I had everything that I would be using on a day-to-day basis, all of the ones that went in my planners most of the time. And if you're used to seeing my planning, there's normally a paper shire sticker at least 4 or 5 times a week on a spread, so they would be in there. And that's why it's so grubby, because I'd often look at the state of that. It's gross really, isn't it? It's such a shame. I need to start putting some plastic over the top or something when I buy these, because it's perfection and I've ruined it. But it was very well loved. So that would come in my bag with me. I'd take that to school sometimes. I'm a teacher, not a pupil, but I would sometimes take that if I knew I was going to be planning in my teacher planner or anything like that. So that one was well loved. This one was more recent, and I don't know if I'm capturing the holographic, hopefully I am, but it's a stunning album, really gorgeous peonies, with again plenty of storage in it. And this one was mainly because it's newer for the collections that I don't use all the time, like my Christmas, my fall, autumn, anything that I don't think I need to hand all the time went in here. And you can see that there's plenty of places to put them. I'm not exactly sure on the exact amount. I will put it here. So there are 60 pockets, so you can display 120 but hold a lot more. I'll insert how many pieces you can get in there. But these two were the ones that I used, and they actually fit really perfectly. The stickers from paper shire, they fit in there really nicely, so they were gorgeous. And you can still get those on the website every so often. Zenny releases some new ones and they are gorgeous, but they do sell out quickly, so if you're after them, keep an eye out on Instagram and in the Facebook group for when they're going to be released, and then be quick to order if you want one of those. So that was those, and they were always filled with paper shire stickers. Then I have, and I'm going to have to find out which one it is, I think it's the big version, because they come in 2 different sizes, so you have the large and the regular. So I think it was this one, let me check, yeah, where all my paper shire kits go. Now, don't know whether Zenny's doing very many kits at the moment. There might be some on there, but they're not a regular edition or a regular new release. So that was where I kept most of my paper shire kits. And there are, I think I've just seen, some of the digital freebies that Zenny offers on her Facebook group. Yeah, these were August and September 2019. I made myself, so you can see the colour difference there. That's because my printer isn't as good, or the paper. And I put those in there as well, and they're also some of the freebies. So anything that's bigger goes in there. And then I also have these other 2, which I will show you. This is a beautiful foiled one. It's packed to the rafters. This was from when paper shire was called Toffee Bananas, and that's filled with kits but from other shops, and it's really chunky. It's completely full. So that's that one. And then this one, and again I'm going to have to get some plastic on these before I ruin them. Again, gorgeously foiled, really nice little flat lacing on the front, and marbled and rose gold foil, which is just stunning. And in there again I keep kits from other shops. So I did, obviously you can keep full-size sheets, and then I have also Hobonichi ones in there. There's a bit of space left over, but it doesn't tend to matter. And for the sake of this video I put them all up that way, but I actually keep them like that in here. And then obviously when you can see it sat on the desk, it looks really pretty, and I have my little danglies as well that I have there just to make it look really pretty. So that's how it's been going so far, but I've just found my collection's getting huge, and it was a real struggle for me to find what I wanted, and I was just putting new ones in anywhere. And to say for example I had home and then teaching and then family, If a home sticker came in, it wouldn't fit there because it was full, so I'd have to move the entire rest of the booklet to fit one in, and it just wasn't working for me. So as beautiful as these are, and I definitely recommend them because the quality is lovely, I changed what I was doing. So I'm going to show you now what I'm going to be doing from now on, which includes this beast. Now, this binder is gorgeous. It's a lever arch, so you can see it like that. It's really quite chunky. It's only 2 rings, so some people have asked me how this will hold up, and I'm not sure because I've just done this. So a lot of people have said you need to have a 4 ring for this kind of storage, but I would probably lay it flat anyway, so it won't flop so much for me. And I can't not use this. The rose gold hardware is just gorgeous. I love how it's like curved here. It's really soft. And this pink elastic. So this was like made for me when I saw it. And actually I found this because one of my pupils brought it in as their like class file. And I was like, oh my gosh, where did you get that from? And she didn't know, and I was like, can you please ask your parents? Can you find out? Thanks. So she did, and I got 4 of these for Christmas because it was buy one get one free or something similar, and they're from WH Smith, and I think they're still there, and I'll just show you quickly the inside, which is like, oh, it's like a really pretty light baby pink. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's got little white polka dots. Hardware is rose gold, which I've just never seen on a ring binder from like somewhere that's not Ted Baker and incredibly expensive, so love that. And then this is my new sticker storage. Very exciting. Now I've actually just realised that I've stuck these labels on and haven't labelled them, so I'm going to go and do that now, and then I can talk you through exactly the way that I've put these in here that works for me. It might not work for you, so please obviously don't think this is the best way to do it, because it really probably isn't, but it's definitely a way that makes me feel really happy. So I will go and do that now, and then I will flick through the rest with how I have done it. Okay, so here we have, now that I've put the labels on, how I think I'm going to be storing my stickers for the foreseeable future from Papershire. So yeah, here's the big binder. I forgot to say before, it says in a bind, in a foil there, which I really thought was cute. Which I think it says anything on the back. Oh, no, I've still not took the tag off. So it's £5.99, and it is in the Moderno range at WH Smith's. And I think it was buy 2 get 1 free or something like that. I think I got 3 because I just loved them. So here we go. I'll show you what I did with them. Now, how am I going to do this best? Maybe like that. It is quite a I'll move this a little bit. It's quite a bouncy file. It doesn't want to stay open, so hopefully it will, and it'll be okay. So it has this compressor here. Let's move that. And then here's how I'm going to store my stickers. I'm going to sit down out of your way so that hopefully the shadows won't be too bad in here. I have started off with samplers. So that's my sampler if you use my code Holly10. This was an old sampler, excuse the chair, I'm so sorry. This is an old sampler from when the shop was Toffee Bananas, and at the moment, well always, Zenny's been a really generous shop, and she actually gives freebies for all orders. And then at the moment I think it's like 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, all the way up to 100, and you also can get an extra freebie if you put in somebody's PR code, and another one if you put in the Facebook code, which if you join the Facebook group you will have access to. So actually you can get a lot of different freebies from an order, depending on how much you spend and stuff like that, but you don't have to spend a lot to get like 3 samplers, so it's really good, I think. So here's the samplers that I stick in. Now some of them are doubled up, so you know, bear in mind that there's more than one in here. And these are the new ones. I absolutely love these vanillas, they're so cute. I actually ordered this one, which you'll see later on in the sticker book storage, but I just think the vanilla character is my absolute favourite. It's the cutest. Then we move on to the planning section. So in here I think I've got 3 of those, and then also an older one. I won't do this for all the stickers. I would be here all day, but like for storage I've got, because I've had to order another one, like I've got a smaller version back there. I've had to order a couple more of these because I've not got enough, so for now there's quite a lot in here. And you can buy a pack of 10 of these if you're in the UK for £4.99 or £4.49. That's a pack of 10 and it holds 8, so essentially you can display 80. Oh gosh, I'm going to sound so stupid if that's not right. But you can hold a lot more than that. You can do the maths if I was wrong. But yeah, it holds quite a lot, but I've ordered another 2 packs. So that's my planning bit, which I love. So I've got my plan with me is my sit down and plan, so YouTube, cut stickers, all of those things. And there's such a good selection from Papershire. There's like, I could fill like 3 of these up with just those. Then we go to memos, and I love these. I've actually used some of the freebies. So we mentioned like the freebies that you get with a physical order, but if you join the Facebook group, you also get access to some digital freebies that Zenny puts up monthly. This was one of them, and somebody else made this and sent the file to the group, so I printed them off. So I've used these to sort of make a note of their memos and, well, all the different stickers, but you can get some really good freebies if you do go on the Facebook group, so that's a good thing to know. Hopefully, yeah, I'm just checking that you can see that's, I know it's staying now, so that's fine. Yeah, so that's the memos. This chair is awful. I really hate it. I normally use a voiceover, but I've decided just to talk to you and hope for the best and hope nobody starts lawnmowing or something, or my battery runs out, so fingers crossed we'll get through the whole thing without too much noise pollution. Yeah, so more memos. And then this was kind of like a misc actually. This probably needs to move. I put this here last night, but I do have a misc section, but then, yeah, I need to move those. Okay, so I'm really sorry if that moved. I've just had to swap over and delete some stuff because my phone was full, the storage, so I've had to just swap over. I think it seems a bit darker, so I apologise about that, but I'll carry on. I think I was just saying, or maybe I didn't, that these are in the wrong section, and even though I've only just done this, I've already changed my mind and I'm going to put these in the misc section, so I will do that later. Then we have our nanas. Now the nanas are like the character that Zenny does, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I use them all the time in my planners, and you can see here that they have slightly different tone of hair and clothes in the toffee bananas, so it would now be this colour if you wanted to go for nanas now, but then you don't have to just get those colours, so this is how it would look if you wanted pale skin and brown hair. But there are 7 options for customization on these, so there's definitely something for most people on there, and I absolutely love them. I use them all the time, and you can see that there's definitely ones that I use a lot, like there's a sheet behind this and the same 2 would be missing, so I just need to be more adventurous with the way I use some of these. And this YouTube one actually, I was going to show you actually if you want to look at some of the skin tone options. There's one here that is in the back that I just ordered by accident and I didn't get the right one, but I could still use these. I tend to just try and keep them all similar though, so if you are watching this and this skin tone works for you and YouTube is something that you would like in your planner, put in the comments. If you live in the UK, I'm happy to send this to you. When the crazy dies down anyway. I'm not making any trips at the moment to the post office, but happy to do that because it's not going to be something I use, I don't think. So we then come to gaming. Now I'm not going to talk through every sticker because my phone won't allow me to, I don't think, and I'm sure you don't need me to talk you through, so I'll go quickly. But as you can see, the Animal Crossing selection is lovely, which I'm really excited about because it's a big part of my life at the moment, and quite a lot of other planner people also in lockdown have found that they're really useful. Then we have some of the couples here, which I really love, going in then to sort of family, I guess. So we have pregnancy and then baby, and all of these baby ones are available in pink as well as blue, which is quite a nice personalisation there. And some more baby, and then we go through to mummy life, which is a little bit like toddler age and children in those as well. So we've had a lot of tantrums, a lot of sickness, and then my friend has a little girl who are very similar age to my 3-year-old, so I use that when they have play dates together and me and her mum are just sat with a cup of tea. Then we have school age type preschool time, and then these are just stunning. I have the family of 4, which quite accurately represents us at the moment. And then these ones, which sadly haven't been used much, I use when grandparents come around, but because of what's going on in the world, grandparents haven't been around at all for, gosh, 7 weeks, so we haven't used those up at all. And here we come to one of my favourite sections, because I just feel like the work, office, notebook, computer, desk, stationery part of what Zenny does is just always completely on point. So this is my work section, and I am a teacher, so I definitely use these ones and these ones a lot. And I use mine to mark when I'm going to work, and also like the little bags I can put in anything that I need to pack or anything like that. So it is really useful, and they're so pretty to mark like webinars or meetings or anything like that. So then moved into the home section, where we have like flat lays, half boxes, the toilet, which I absolutely have to have. And then sticker storage, which actually should probably be in plan, so I'll probably move that. Followed by icons and the cute characters, which are my favourite at the moment. Zenny's killing it with the amount of cute characters she's creating. They're just good for any time, just to cheer up your spread, to be honest. And then food and drink. Now I have quite a lot of food and drink stickers that I've not used very many of. I'm addicted to them. I think they're so cute. But most of the sheets are untouched because they're just too perfect. And also when I make a meal, it never looks like that, so I feel like I can't use it. And then here we have spring and summer, where sort of Easter and summer flat lays. I don't have much of those because I use them throughout the year. Then we have the fall and autumn section, which I have a lot of because it's one of my favourite seasons. In fact, it is my favourite season. And then on to Christmas. Again, I have quite a few Christmas bits that you can't really use a full sheet of in one year unless you have multiple planners, so I keep those and I'm really excited to get them out every year. So that is, at the moment, my collection of Papershire stickers. And I just wanted to check something, because people were saying you'll need a 4-ring binder to stop the sheets from flopping over. But these ones, I've got the holders are really sturdy, so I don't feel like they would flop over. Only trouble is though, they do overhang like that. They're slightly big for the folder, but because the folder's so cute, I don't even care. And if anyone else would like to get the folder, I will leave the binder, the link to the binder and the link to the inserts in the description below. So thanks so much for watching. Have a nice week, everyone. Bye.